السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالكم؟ May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us our sacrifices that we have made to come out in this extreme weather. I had some colleagues of mine, friends of mine, alhamdulillah. I haven't seen in years though. They study they were from Canada. Then I had friends from Russia as well, right? So, because they come from these countries that is extremely cold, but I remember we were in Joburg when the World Cup was taking place in 2010, right? So those guys that were from Russia, they couldn't handle the cold. Do you know how cold it gets in Canada, right? It's like minus 20, minus 30, I think even more than that. But they'll tell you, no, when we wear a jacket and we insulate ourselves, I think that's cold, right? And gloves, I think it's done. They'll be warm. But in South Africa, you can wear gloves, you can wear a jacket, you can wear anything. It's like the cold somehow travels into your bones. I mentioned this, we will make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes the noor of whatever we're busy with enter into the deepest recesses of our heart as well. That's the point. Not surface. Not surface level. It must enter, it must go deep into it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes decision of our change immediately. Today, inshallah. When we leave this gathering, we are changed people. I mean. Not because of the nahu that's going to spoil our lives for the rest of our lives. But because, inshallah. Okay. Is everybody ready for Surah Mulk? There was a question, I don't know, I didn't mention it over here, regarding memorization, right? So somebody asked, when are we going to start memorizing again? It's not that simple to memorize in Surah Mulk. Why? Because we all know Surah Mulk already. So you can't really hone the skill of memorizing over here. Are you with me? You're constantly going to, either look into the book or check, or you know exactly from before, so you're not really going to hone that skill, man. So when we're done with Surah Mulk, inshallah, we go to another surah, and then we can hone the skill of memorizing, inshallah. Everybody ready? Everybody ready, right? Okay, we're going to go from the beginning again, inshallah. Stop. We'll continue. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Actually, Bismillah, everybody else can read. So that I can hear. If I'm reading over the mic, I can't hear. Everybody. 1, 2, 3, go. Bismillah. No, tabara. Tabara. Just pause one moment. Just a reminder. The space that we are in, this is the space for mistakes, right? Not for shyness. No, we must be bashful, shy, inshallah, it's a good thing. But the space that we find ourselves in is a space to make mistakes. And the only way our mistake can be heard is if we actually vocalize what we are reciting, right? We can't recite to ourselves. We have to recite a bit louder so that we can hear the mistakes, inshallah. Alright? Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. A'udhu billah. That's much better. Be careful there, no? Not wabi', wabi'. Remember there, it's like there, it's like there. Number, not huwa alladhi, huwa alladhi. Khalaqa. Which one is huwa alladhi? Ja'ala. Yeah. Huwa alladhi ja'ala lakumul arda. Are you with me? Yeah, all the words are standing out. Bismillah, huwa alladhi. There you go. There you go. Till there, right? Wasn't it till there? Oh, further? Okay, bismillah. Maaf. Not Nadir, Nadir. Huh? Further. So still there, right? MashaAllah. Can we have the ladies recite now? I'm joking. Everybody ready? Okay, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. There was just something that I noticed. There's, besides the soft recitation, but when we're pulling, rather go slow instead of trying to pull the mud actually longer. Are you with me? For example, like here. I don't see example now. Here, for example, وَأَسِرُّوا قَوْلَكُمْ. Now everybody's looking at قَوْلَكُمْ, but what do they do? وَأَسِرُّوا قَوْلَ. No, go slow, even if you have to have a slight pause, but don't pull it too long. Why? Because the habit is just going to continue and perpetuate. Are you with me? So be strict on how long you pull it. وَأَسِرُّوا. What's the next word? قَوْلَكُمْ أَوِجَهَرُوا بِهِ. Not أَوِجَهَرُوا. Then in the mind is that a ba wa ya wa ta wa tha. No, أَوِجَهَرُوا بِهِ. Right? Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أولم يروا إلى الطير. إلى الطير. Nice. أولم يروا إلى الطير. Nice. فوقهم فوقهم أولم يروا إلى الطير فوقهم Just a point on the number again. For example, we all know it's a dhamir, right? What's a dhamir? We remember what the pronoun is. Right? What's a pronoun? Huwa, huma, hum, jamil. Right? So if you look at that word over there, fawqa, hum. Which pronoun is that? Huwa, huma, hum, them, males. Right? So, huwa, huma, hum. Right? So, that is a pronoun attached to another word, fawqa. Right? Forget about the meanings of it. But can you see that, right? Now, the importance, or rather, number comes into play, like for example, like over here now, right? So, if you read like this, fawqahum, then in the mind, what are you going to think? What is qahum? Do you understand? So we are, as students of Arabic, we understand now that that's a pronoun. So I can't attach it to the word where I only get half of the word and more of the pronoun. What is qahum? What is they qah? What did those many men do with a qaf? Are you with me? It has to be fawqahum. Can you hear the difference? I don't know if everybody can hear the difference. For example, أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَى الطَّيْرِ فَوْقَهُمْ. Instead of saying أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَى الطَّيْرِ فَوْقَهُمْ. Can you hear the difference? Is it clear, right? So when we are reciting, if you want the ma'na to stand out, and then highlight these little bit of things, it's not the lago that brings it out, wallahi. It's not about having a nice voice, anything like that. If you read, number one, if your tajweed is nice, you're going to enjoy it. And you read like this, where you emphasize so that the ma'na comes out. You will feel it's a different type of recitation. May Allah make us recite like that, inshallah. Alright? Saffati. Bismillah. Okay. So we have to pause again here, right? Why? Because there's a rule that we have to highlight over here. Actually, two rules. Number one is, we spoke about mad munfasil. We spoke about mad muttasil. Can we remember? Right? What's mad munfasil? Assalamu alaikum. A mad munfasil? Okay. When we look for a mad, what do we know, or how do we know that it's a mad? What do we normally see? The line. The pool. When we see a hamza coming after a letter of mad, alif, waw, ya, remember that? Anybody remember that? For example, like إِذَا جَاءَ, that hamza over there. For example, I'll give an example. Let's go before this quickly. Let's see the example. Can you see there by fi sama? Everybody see on the screen fi sama? Alright, so that's this, which is an alif. And after the letter of mad is a hamza. So it's either that hamza is in the same word or the hamza is in a different word or in the next word. That is why you have a mad. Is everybody with me? Alif, waw, and ya, letters of mad. A, I, U. Alright? And if you find after A, I, or U, a hamza. Alright? And then you're going to have a mad. Alright? And that mad you pull it? 4. Alright? 4. Now this mad over here is a different mad. Can everybody see after the saw, what do we have there? A hamza. No. What do we have? A tajweed. A tashdid. A shadda. Everybody see that? Alright? So if you have a shadda or a sukoon after the letter of mad, alright? And then you're going to pull it, instead of pulling it 4, you're going to pull it 5 now. 5 or 6. We'll discuss why 5 or 6 in some other time, inshallah. But this one over here, we're going to pull slightly longer. Alright? So instead of saying Safatiu, no. Safatiu. And remember the fa is that timing. Can we all remember that? So Safa. That's for a moment. Why? Because the saw, the fa has a shadda on top of it. And remember, what did we say? If there's a shadda, what does it mean? Double letters, excellent, mashallah. The one letter, the first letter has a sukoon, mashallah, and the second letter has a haraka. So when we're joining into a letter with a shadda, we first have to read the letter with a sukoon. So Safati. Okay, we hear that for a moment, right? فوقهم صافات بسم الله بسم الله فوقهم again one more time. Remember the fa, the timing on the fa, right? The sifa of the fa. For a moment longer, just try to keep it. Each and every letter, just for a split second longer, so that you create that timing, that you become used to the timing. Everybody with me, right? But you'll do it now from the beginning. أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا إِلَى الطَّيْرِ فَوْقَهُمْ صَافَّاتٍ بسم الله. أولا nice, Jamil. The second rule that I said that we have to concentrate on is the next part, right? Firstly, وَيَقْبِضْنَ. Okay, so whoever's recited Tabarak, you had a problem here, am I right? Is it وَيَقْبِضْنَ? وَيَقْبِضْنَ? What? How are you supposed to say it, right? So how you say it is, the minute you're making the noon sakin, can everybody see that, right? When you're stopping, the noon becomes a sukoon, or sakin. Everybody with me? We see that, right? So, وَيَقْبِضْ. So it's very simple actually if you just break it down. The noon becomes sakin and the dot becomes sakin. Are you with me? The dot is already sakin. The noon also becomes sakin, right? So the minute you're stopping over there, you're reading two sakin letters next to one another. But it's not like a letter of mad where you say, for example, khair or khabir. No. You have to recite وَيَقْبِضْ. وَيَقْبِضْ. Now obviously you're not going to do it so straight. وَيَقْبِضْ. You're not going to do that, right? You're going to recite it a bit faster. وَيَقْبِضْ. وَيَقْبِضْ. Remember there's no qalqala on the dot. What are the letters of qalqala again? Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, and Dal. So you don't see a dot there, right? So we can't do this. وَيَقْبِضٌ. وَيَقْبِضٌ. No. وَيَقْبِضٌ. Remember the qaf is the letter of qalqala. So وَيَقْبِضٌ. Bismillah. Nice. Perfect, mashallah. That's number one. The last thing that I wanted to mention was, here by Safa Tiu. That's a rule over there. Remember we spoke about the rule of ikhfa, to hide? This rule over here is called idgham. It's called idgham, which means to assimilate. Assimilate. What's to assimilate or to merge? What's the meaning of merge? To join, yeah, but not just to join, right? You see, you can join two things. You can join 2 minutes, yeah. You can join two things together. For example, I can put the cup against the, what you call this? Clicker, right? You can put the cup against the clicker. They join together, isn't it? But are they merged to one another? They're not merged to one another. But if I take the water, or if I take the water and I put it inside the glass, can you see the difference? It's like merged with the glass. It's like one and the glass. Are you with me? If you can't pour the water out onto the ground and the water and the glass be separate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you with me? Or you do this with your fingers. Can you see the difference? Instead of doing this, if you do this, they become part of each other. Alright? So that is idgham. It means to assimilate. Or you're taking two pieces of dough and you're joining them together. Alright? So this rule over here, if a waw comes after a noon sakin or tanween, then you're going to assimilate the two. You're not going to say this like this. Safatin wa. Or tiw wa. No. You're going to go tiw right directly into the waw. Are you with me? For example, like, if you can picture this, may yaqulu. Can you picture that? May yaqulu. But how is it actually written? Man yaqulu. But because the ya is part of the letters of idgham, so you assimilate, you go past the noon, you go directly into it. May. So the same thing over here. Safatiu. Can you hear that? And it's with ghunna. Everybody with me? Clear, right? I think so. Is it clear? Any questions? Okay, Bismillah. Awalam yaraw. 1, 2, 3, go. Bismillah. Remember, the idgham is with ghunna. The idgham is with ghunna. So you have to read this. Fatiu. Fatiu. You can't do tiu because there's no nasal sound. You have to hear Fatiu. Can you hear the difference over the mic? I don't know if it's clear. Everybody here? Alright, Bismillah. 1, 2, 3. Awalam yaraw. Slightly longer. A ghunna, the sound of a ghunna is basically like a sa, fa, tiu, tiu, but not tiu, not tiu, tiu. Alright, Bismillah. Awalam yaraw. Nice, mashallah. Just last point, last thing before we conclude. The ta is similar to the ba. Is similar to the ba. What do we say if there's a shut down the ba? What must we do? For example, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. What are we supposed to do? Block the sound. Is that what you say that? Completely stop the sound. Not like a qalqala, and there's not like the fa. Safa, safa. The ba completely stop. Rabbil for a moment. So the same thing with the ta. Awalam yaraw ila tayri. For a moment, ila tayri. Can you hear that? Right? Bismillah. Awalam yaraw. 1, 2, can everybody read together? 1, 2, 3, go. MashaAllah. Any questions? No questions? Clear? Alright? Do you understand the wayaqubid? Wayaqubid. Right? Okay, subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta.